Hi loves, welcome back for another video, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to be sharing my winter favorites video with you. I try to do one of these videos at least once a season because if I'm being honest, I really miss OG YouTube sometimes where, you know, pretty much everyone that I watched would do one of these videos every month and I was always finding new products to try and it was just a great time. So I love to at least keep these going on my channel seasonally. I feel like it's a good way to actually show you guys new products, not talk about the same things every month, because a whole season is definitely a good amount of time to try some new things and just like discover some new products and things that I love. But it's very fitting that I'm filming this video today in particular because I'm currently home from work because the office is closed for a winter storm of sorts. It's been kind of a weird day because it snowed a lot of the morning, so honestly that would have made like the morning commute just awful, but then it switched to freezing rain, so there's just like ice and snow everywhere outside right now. Not cute. Really glad that I'm home. All right, so I will start off with beauty. I feel like that makes the most sense and that's what a lot of people come to these kinds of videos for. This first product is the Urban Decay Vice Lipstick in the color Love Drunk. And first of all, this packaging is just so pretty and metallic and I'm obsessed. But also this lipstick itself is, I'm gonna do the classic beauty guru thing here, but it's such a beautiful color. It's kind of a like almost purpley, like cool toned, deeper red color. I was wearing it in my video with Drummond. We did a like interview tips and advice video a few weeks ago, so I will have that linked in the cards and down below if you guys want to check it out or just see this lipstick in action. It's a really beautiful color. I've been looking for a kind of more like vampy red color for a long time, and then my aunt and cousins gave me this along with a few other cute things for my birthday and I've been loving it. I definitely want to check out more Urban Decay lipsticks after this. This is my first one and I'm never disappointed with Urban Decay products. They're definitely on the more expensive side, but I think they're worth the extra price because they're long lasting and they're just really good quality and super pigmented. So honestly, what else can you ask for? Next up is a product that I think more people should know about, so I wanted to talk about it in this video. It is some reusable cotton rounds. I got these on Amazon for I want to say like $10 or $15, somewhere in there. They were pretty affordable and all they are is literally just like cotton rounds that you would use, that you would just buy at Target or whatever, but instead of being single use, you can actually just toss these into this cute little mesh bag and throw them in with your laundry. And I know that sounds kind of scary, like, oh, isn't my makeup going to get all over everything? But I think since, you know, they're in this kind of little protective bag, they really don't transfer onto clothes or anything, and they're a really good size. Like, look at this next to my face. So usually, even when I'm wearing a full face like I am now, I can just use one of these and get pretty much everything off and then wash my face and I'm good to go for the night. And I really love these. I try in any way that I can to make kind of more sustainable switches in my lifestyle. And this was an easy kind of no-brainer one for me because using a makeup wipe every single day is so wasteful. And you know, single-use products in general are very wasteful. So this was kind of just a personal choice that I made, but it's honestly a very easy switch to make. And then you also save yourself money because you're not buying cotton rounds every single time that you run out of them. And if you're wearing makeup every day, that adds up pretty quickly. So I can't recommend these guys to you enough. I will find the link and have them down below. I'm honestly thinking about ordering another set of these soon because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm kind of lazy about doing laundry. So sometimes I will run out of these before I do more laundry. So I kind of need to get a few extras so that I'm not ending up going back to regular cotton rounds or I don't know, destroying a washcloth or something to take my makeup off for the day. So definitely recommend these. They're awesome. My last beauty product that I want to share with you guys is this lotion from EOS. It's a hand cream and it's a nice like sleek little bottle, so it's really easy to just slip in your purse, or honestly this would even fit in like a coat pocket or something. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put some on right now because with the weather being, you know, so dry and cold lately, I honestly cannot get enough lotion onto my hands. They're just so sad and dry. It feels like no matter what I do, but this is really helpful. It has like a really nice like light scent that I wouldn't know how to describe if I tried, but I will definitely list whatever the scent is down below once I find a link for you guys. And what I love about this is it's a super light lotion, so you can kind of massage it into your hands and then right away you're able to like go back to whatever you were doing. So I use this at work a lot and then go back to working on the computer, and I'm not worried about getting lotion all over my keyboard and my mouse and all of that because this soaks in really quickly. So it's awesome. It's a good little thing to just have on hand for this time of year. Now moving on into fashion favorites. First of all, I have these boots right here. It's hard to show them all because they're riding boots, so they're not exactly short. But if you guys watched my What I Got for Christmas video, you know that my wonderful boyfriend Ken bought these for me for Christmas, and honestly, I've been wearing these almost every single day ever since. They're just such a versatile pair of boots, and it's awesome that, you know, since they're like a more neutral color and they're leather and just, I don't know, they work with pretty much any outfit for me. And these are such great shoes for work, especially on days where it's kind of snowy or even rainy or just, you know, less than ideal conditions out. They're not like the best for like trudging through snow necessarily, but they get the job done and keep my feet dry for, you know, just like your usual travel conditions in this kind of weather. So I really love that they both, you know, like look nice and actually protect my feet. So these are definitely worth the investment. I'm not going to say that they're cheap. That's part of why I was so excited to receive them as a gift. Bless you, Ken. Love you. But these boots are incredible. I cannot recommend making the investment enough in just like a good pair of boots if you live anywhere that has a more wintry climate. Like, of course they're cute fashion-wise, but they're also very functional, and I just am so happy to have these and cannot get enough of them. My next fashion favorite was actually also a Christmas gift, which was unintentional, but here we are. So these pearls were a gift from my mom for Christmas, and they're just, you know, pretty much your average strand of pearls, but they're so pretty, so classic, and I have been just kind of pining after a set of pearls like this for a really long time because I feel like you can put them with pretty much any outfit. Like if I put these on right now, it would just dress up this literal like plaid shirt so much. And I love, again, wearing these for work and just to dress up an outfit. They're classic, they're never gonna go out of style, and you know, since these are like a real set of pearls, they're going to last forever. So just really thankful for these, and I've been wearing them a lot lately, so I wanted to include them. Moving on into some more lifestyle favorites. My first one I don't have tangibly to show you guys, unfortunately, because it is out in my office in DC, and I'm very much in my apartment in Virginia right now, but it should be pretty easy to find. I will go ahead and insert a picture of the packaging just so you guys know what you're looking for. It is the ginger turmeric hot tea from Trader Joe's, and it's definitely kind of a different tea flavor, but if you like ginger, I really think that you guys will love this tea. And I just feel like it's such a great winter like afternoon kind of tea, and it's herbal, so if you've already done your coffee and whatnot for the day, then you know you're not hurting anything by drinking this tea because it's caffeine free. I really just love how it has kind of like a sweet flavor, but then there's that little bit of like, not quite spicy, but just like edge to it from the ginger, and it's just such a good flavor combination. And I really love drinking pretty much anything warm this time of year because it's so cold out, and I usually have my space heater going under my desk and just like, you know, try to get as cozy as possible so I can almost like forget that I'm at work and just like chill and zen out and get my work done. So I really love that tea, and I definitely recommend that you guys give it a try. My next favorite is one of the bigger purchases I've made in my adult life, so good times. It is this laptop right here. I've had it for I think about a month now. I got it back in January. I don't remember exactly when, but I think it's been about a month. This is, let me actually check what the model is for you guys. It is the 13-inch 2017 MacBook Pro. This one has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which was my main selling point. I really, when I was upgrading from my old laptop, wanted to make an investment and get a really good quality computer that would last me and would be able to keep up with editing and anything else that I need to do. I just am absolutely obsessed with this thing. I'm not saying that Macs are cheap by any means, but if you are a creative person and you want a reliable computer, this is definitely a good investment to make. My last Mac I bought back in my senior year of high school. I got it refurbished, and so that was 2011. I've edited pretty much all of my YouTube videos on that old computer, and that lasted me all the way until this like beginning of 2019. So that is the better part of like 7-ish years, which is amazing for a computer. Now, don't get me wrong, I did replace a couple of parts along the way, but still, it's just incredible how long it lasted. It's like the Honda of computers, honestly. So I'm hoping that this one lasts honestly even half as long, and I will be totally happy with it. So far, it's been great. It's totally changed my editing process and everything because it can actually keep up with me. I didn't realize how bad my old computer was getting until I worked on one that was like up to date and could handle everything, and now I'm just like, I could never go back. I love this thing. And we're great friends. We've been hanging out a lot together in the last month. Next up, I have a book to share with you guys because I've been doing that thing where I actually read this year, which is really exciting. I'm definitely a little bit behind on my goal because I wanted to read 1 book a month, and I just finished this book this week, and it's definitely no stranger to YouTube. I feel like everyone and their mother on YouTube talks about this book. But if you haven't heard of it, it's called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. And yes, it is in that like self-help book kind of category. But guys, this book is just written in such a like approachable way, and it's not like completely out there, which I really appreciate. Those kind of books I'm sure help a lot of people, but I really just kind of wanted something that was gonna be real and I don't know, just kind of help me to try maybe to adapt a different mindset and just be the best version of myself. So, and also having heard so many good things on YouTube, I figured this was worth reading. So I did really enjoy this book. I highly recommend it. I definitely want to kind of flip back through and highlight some things and just kind of reabsorb it all because I feel like there's a lot of good just tips and ideas in here to kind of work through, and I'm sure that you can't get them all the first time. So anyway, I really enjoyed this book, and if you guys haven't had the chance to read it yet, I definitely recommend it. So I have just a couple more things to share with you guys, starting with music. Lately, I've still been really into listening to lo-fi kind of beats and just playlists, I guess, at work. Basically, lo-fi is this genre of hip hop that is like super chill, and it's really great for studying or working or just kind of doing something where you need to focus but like you want to listen to something. I know a lot of people do classical music, but for me this has kind of been my go-to, and since I have listened to pretty much every single one of the playlists on Spotify about 1 million times now because I listen a lot of the day that I'm working, I've kind of gotten to know a lot of the songs, and I feel like it's just like too much and too repetitive. So I've started making my own lo-fi playlist, and if you guys want to check that out, I will have it linked down below along with my Spotify if you're interested in following me. And then also I've really been into just kind of the more like chill pop vibe. Besides that, I would say if you went and looked at my like January and February playlists, they're both kind of along that vibe. For the most part, it's just kind of been what I've been into. I don't know if it's like the winter weather and everything being like kind of gray and like chill most days. Next up, I have a podcast to share with you guys. It is called I Love You So Much with Kenzie Elizabeth, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watch Kenzie. She is a lifestyle vlogger, a college lifestyle vlogger, which I feel like is a very like just prominent trend here on YouTube these days. Kenzie is super real and genuine, and so pretty much everyone that she has on her podcast, it just feels like you're kind of sitting on a coffee date with all of them and just talking about life. And so I really love the way that she kind of approaches, I don't really even want to call them interviews, just like conversations with her podcast. It's just super chill and is really like something that I enjoy having on in the background when I'm like getting ready for my day or riding the metro home from work. It's just a great podcast to have on, and I've always loved Kenzie and her content, so I was definitely really excited when she rolled out this podcast, and I've loved it ever since. And last but not least, I'm keeping up the tradition of sharing my current favorite YouTuber in a favorites video. So lately I've been watching all kinds of YouTubers, but I've definitely wanted to mention Christy Vetter. If you guys are OG YouTube people, you would remember her as Strawberry Electric 48. That's like way back in the day, back when there were like the beauty gurus who were really just like, you know, 16 and like putting like bad eyeshadow on and calling it a day. But I've watched Christy since that phase of YouTube, and it's really cool to see where she's at now. She is going to grad school actually here in the DC area at American, and she just started an internship at the Department of State, which is really cool. So of course she can't talk a lot about that, but it's really been neat to watch her kind of transition from being the typical like beauty blogger into really her own person and just sharing her own fitness journey and journey with health and journey kind of trying to figure out her way into her career as she finishes up her second degree. So I don't know, I've just really enjoyed following Christy. She also just has this incredible sense of humor. I can never watch one of her vlogs without just cracking up because she just, I don't know, cracks the best jokes and has really clever editing, and I just love Christy so much and definitely recommend that you guys go check out her channel if you haven't heard of her before. All right, and that was everything that I wanted to share with you guys in this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and hopefully found something new to go check out after you watch this. If you want to share some things that you've been loving lately, make sure to leave them down in a comment. I would love to hear from you and hopefully try out some new things. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe right down below if you're new here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this video. I love you so much, and I will see you in my video next week. Bye.
Turn that shit up.